Hello, everyone. All right, we're going back to this fort. I'm mining out this section because I'm realizing I'm going to start needing a lot of steel. This is the part of the episode where I start mining a ton because I need metal. And I can no longer avoid gathering lots of metal. Yeah, it's exciting. See, there's so many, things. I just have to point this out. It's like, man, if I had, if I went for, 12, 13 people, yes, I could manage animals and, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, I don't see a huge amount of value to doing that. I'm looking for something. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why are these animals? This is about the point where I'm realizing there's something really weird going on with the pen. Because I'm just like, wait a minute. That's an animal that goes into a pen. I'm just like, all right, let's just release it. And then now I'm looking for the rhino. And I'm like, where did the rhino go? Is the rhino in the pen? Nope. Where'd my rhino go? And this is around that point where I'm starting to go, okay, something weird's going on with my animal thing. So maybe I haven't actually done an expedition yet. I could swear I did one before this point. Because I remember thinking, oh, I've got, a ton of baby muffalos. I could sell some off real fast and make some money. Yeah. Muscle parasites. Oh, Johnston, you're so much fun. Pretty sure that's Johnston. Johnston is fun. Johnston is a joy. Oh, it's Harper. Oh, well, that's not Johnston. The Doe 1 has started to wander away. Needs tending now. I don't know if I actually really read that very well. I did not know certain things about these creatures. Harper and Chase. Yep. Only a person who can do it. Anyway, around this point, I started changing certain strategies. Oopsie! Now I got a second turret because I got more steel. Oh boy! Anyway, parasites are annoying. I hate permanent debuffs. Actually, the most annoying thing I've had is brain damage. Yeah, that's why I actually installed the mod, the Bionics mod, because I was just like, you know what, permanent brain damage just sucks. Like, it's not fun, it's not interesting, it's not compelling, it just sucks. Yeah. Oh, I'm low on food. Fortunately, I'm going to butcher a rhinoceros. That's a weird thing to say. But it's true. And... Yep, there's the rhinoceros. Look at all that yummy meat. Boy. And around this point, I'm going to start really upgrading my resource consumption. My food production. I decided to start just making tons of food because packaged survival meals are better than nothing. And see, this is kind of the problem, with the game. It's really an instinct to want to just go ahead and, build up 30, 60, 100, 200 packaged survival meals, and then you don't have to think about food for a while. And while it is tempting, it is just not efficient. And that's the end of the day. If you really don't want to have to deal with those little details, the nutrient paste dispenser is definitely the way to go. Honestly, its debuff is very minor. Very minor. And if you're really worried about it, you could go Cannibal. And Cannibal will offset it. Or you could go Aesthetic. I don't think Aesthetic takes... See, man, Aesthetic kicks butt. I don't think Aesthetic takes a negative trait from it. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't see a penalty. Why am I looking at the machine gun? Oh, I'm looking at the bubble, maybe? I'm just like, holy crap, that has a huge field of fire. That's a little bit oversized. Excuse me. Should not have done the muffaloes. So annoying. I could have maybe made it with this fort into space if I had skipped the Muffalos. Just focused on recruiting some more humans instead of spending tons of resources on them. But now everyone has cool dusters. Ah, well. See, I'm just like, wow, that is a ton of food. Ooh. I'm about to lose my food. Oh, I remember what happens. Yeah, I'm going to start planting heal root in the same fashion. I really like what I did here. I just wish I had compartmentalized it more. In other words, break it down into a bunch of little squares that my people can move up between. I know visually it won't look pleasing to the eye, but like what happens next would not have happened at all. And like even the worst case scenario would have been relatively minor. And if I'd done that, like this fort would not have died at all, ever. Because actually what caused this fort to die is my one door and only one way in and out. Goats join. Oh boy. I hate animals. See, I'm just like, yep. Muffalo 3 is pregnant. Ah, stop. Okay, it's the 10th of April, May. What was it, the 7th or the 6th that it had a kid? I'm just going to throw that out there. Raining thunderstorm. We are about to get enough weather to totally trash everything. And actually, I didn't really mind. Because I saw it as kind of just cleaning the floor. The storm wipes everything out. Resets everything back to the base. Goat returned to wild. Goat returned to the wild. Goat has been returned to the wild. Whew. See how far the character has to go? It gets you. See, if something goes wrong, he's so far out there, like no one can protect him. No one can help him. I'm not a huge fan, but honestly, I will mention it because, why not? In Dwarf Fortress, one of the practices is basically building an impenetrable barrier on the outside of the map. And honestly, it's not a bad strategy for this game. If I go around this entire map and build walls all around the outside of this map, I'll be reasonably safe. Think of it this way. Let's say we build a bunch of 20 by 20 grids. Yes? Ooh, pastille. I forgot about that. Yes, let's say we build a bunch of 20 by 20 grids out here. Yes, and I fill up the entire map with them. Okay? Even if an enemy digs through one wall somewhere inside that fort, yes, it doesn't really matter. Because it's going to take them forever to go from one segment to the next segment to the next segment, whereas my people can move freely and quickly between each segment. I don't know how to explain it better than that. Yes, it's like those, it's like Legends of Zelda, the original, although most people probably have never seen it because, it's pretty not good. Or maybe they made a remake. I have no idea. But anyway, the original Legends of Zelda, it was basically the same room, and you could go up, down, left, right, and it was basically the same room every time, and you just kind of wandered around lost for like 20,000 years. And eventually you found your way by random happenstance. I have no idea why I played it that much, but now I'd just be like, this is awful. Why would I be doing this? Back then, I had fun doing it. But you build that same concept, yes. Your people can move quickly and freely no matter where they want to go, yes, by going around whatever area the invaders, the intruders, an incident is. And the term for this would be compartmentalization, just so you guys know. And honestly, right here, as I'm sitting and talking to the screen, I am thinking, this is the single most effective solution to dealing with a map that I can ever think of. It takes a huge amount of resources to build that many walls, mind you. But, see, this is, the fire damages those wires. Problems. See, now I'm thinking about the power generator. I'm assuming that thing can catch on fire, but I honestly don't know. Just shrinking down the zone. I'm pretty sure it can set on fire. Which has me thinking of building a wall around it. Yes. Just going to throw that out there. A real quick stone wall. Not right next to the generator, although that should be fine. I'd probably build it one tile off and then put a paved concrete area on the inside. And then pop some roof over it. Don't pop a roof. No roof, no roof, no roof. I feel like the geothermal should not be roofed. I don't remember why. It probably doesn't actually hurt to roof it because I think that protects from lightning. I don't know if I've ever had to get hit by lightning, though. Anywho, my research is now working faster because it's electronic research. Oh, boy! Not sure how that works. Got myself growing food. The storm is passing. Although I'm pretty sure I'm about to lose everything in the crops department. A rainy thunderstorm. Yeah. Fire! Oh. Anyway, see, I'm actually not going, oh no, I'm worried about this. I'm actually thinking, let's delete the zones here. Because honestly, like, I don't care. If I had built walls, I thought about it on this level. Like, I thought about building a little wall around each of those little garden plots right there. Yes. So just building a wall and then doors between each wall. And even if one zone has something go wrong, like a blight, it cannot spread to the other zones through that wall. Problem, solution. Yes. Most of what happens in this game is about events basically spiraling out of control. But you can actually arrange the rooms. You can actually arrange the everything so that it's all compartmentalized. It's all put into specialized zones that restrict access. And because of that, there's very little risk to your people. I'll point out real fast, I'm still using bows and arrows. The great bow kicks butt. I don't care what anyone says. It's not the greatest weapon in the game ever. But you know what? Between the great bow and those machine gun turrets, I'm reasonably well off. The rifle would be better now that I know what no, not the rifle. No, the rifle is better at short range. That's right. So the rifle would be better overall for the defense setup I have. Although, honestly, I should make it longer and more narrow, I think is the correct term. I would have designed this differently. The booby trap area here. I would have probably come along and put traps along the inside of that kill wall next to the wall. Yes, just spaced along the wall. That way, like if you remember in a previous video, one of the enemies came running in and along that wall. They like to hug the wall if they know that they're under fire and they're a melee character. One of my best designs was a trap wall. Did I upload a video of that? I don't know. Man, that was such a good design. Oh, well. So what I would do is I originally actually had something very similar to the one you just see right there, a big long hall that's wide open and lots of space with no obstacles for them to hide behind. But what I actually did is I actually put it on the outside of my fort. I did it on the inside on this fort purely because, see, I'm worried about that fire. Ugh, just build a wall. I should have just done a wall. Just put it inside. Honestly, right now, I'd just put it inside. I have no idea if that will negatively impact the operation of the geothermal, whatever. But resource-wise, it's so much simpler. Maintenance, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, what I did is I actually put that tunnel on the outside of my fort so enemies could come in. And then I broke up that wall and put little barriers into it. At this point, I'm getting tired of dealing with the fires. Just throwing this out there. Yeah, might as well. Fire! Yeah, this thunderstorm lasted a really long time. It was really annoying. But anyway, that defensive area, hopefully I scroll over here in a second, and organs done. Deep drilling. Did Johnston lose an arm already? I thought she lost it to a mechanoid. I think she lost it to a mechanoid. And that's a spoiler. Oops. Yeah, well. Everything bad happened to Johnston. That's all I remember. Johnston had every single bad thing possible happen. Can be expired. Anyway, if you build that on the outside, I then put gaps in the walls with little like hidey holes, so that way they'd be like good spots for like an enemy shooter to hide behind and shoot at my people. And then I booby trapped them. Not actually joking. It works fantastically well. Fantastically, until the stupid shield people showed up. They kicked my butt. Of course, at the time I didn't know what a shield was, so I have a reason to have got my butt kicked. So this design right here on the top left here, you see it. Yes, I would have that, but with walls on the inside along that outside perimeter, like just a 1x1 tunnel, and then put traps inside that 1x1 tunnel. So basically the enemy AI will see it and go, oh, hey, I can sneak around your shooters by going through this tunnel, and then they run into the tunnel and the spike traps kill them. That's it. Yes, and I'd make it really long. That's roughly what I'd be doing right now if I was to design something. I'd have the bait. I'd have the bait trap on the outside here to the left of this, and then the non-bait traps on the inside. And this would just be like a long, thin corridor. This is too wide. I made it wide because I wanted turrets, because I wanted to try turrets. Honestly, I do not like turrets. I really don't. For the amount of energy you put into them, the value of defense that you get back is just not worth it. Period. Ooh, a raid. Yay! Something interesting is happening. Ooh, they got guns. They got lots of guns. They be armed with guns. Is that happening immediately? I did not see. I'm assuming it did because I'm highlighting everyone. Oh, I didn't pay attention in-game either. I never do, to be honest. I really wish I did, but honestly, I don't. At this point, I'm only worried if they're going to try and come through the walls or not. And I'm not really worried about it, but I am thinking they're coming into my fort. So, there we go. Pretty sure. Anyway, if you do that trap tunnel design, it would work really well with this fort. Oh, one of them's already got a gun? No, that's a bow. I just cannot tell. It's not as big on my screen, guys. Cut me a break. Here they come. He shoots at them. See how they run along the outside there? Put traps right there. They love doing it. I don't know why. Yes? They're all like, oh, we're going to run around the outside of the map. Yay, we'll sneak around. Ranged guys love to just sit there. Ba-boom, boom, and down. That went really smoothly. Yes. Again, I'm using the great bow. See, it's like at this point, I'm just like, I'm going to try guns because honestly, I was thinking guns can't be that bad. Death in 6 hours. Death in 7 hours. I'm looking for the other guy. I don't realize he's under the body. I'm like, where'd the other one go? Yeah. Or maybe I'm setting up the shelf, but I don't think I do. Great bows rock. That's the moral of this story. Then I'm like, there's 2 bodies there. I checked the bio. Please tell me I checked the bio at least, because I was pretty sure I was recruiting at this point. I think I tried getting Nate, the rancher guy there. I don't really... Oh, yes! Her lung got destroyed by an arrow. I forgot about this. This is fun. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Johnston has a lung missing at this point. How many body parts did Johnston lose? Oh, man. Oh, man, I forgot. Man, Johnston had every single bad thing happen to Johnston. Poor Johnston. I forgot. She had lost a lung at this point. She loses a lung, an eye, and an arm. That girl has so much bad luck. It's not funny. She loses her dad, an eye, an arm, a leg. No, a lung, not a leg. And a friend. And it's all like within the same timestamp. And it's just like, oh, this poor thing. They're bleeding. And I'm like, hey, I'm checking the health because I'm wanting to harvest lungs. I'm curious about that stuff. Capture E.T. the vet. No safe... Oh, I forgot to set the bed. Yeah, that's annoying. See, I would build permanent prisons, by the way. If you're doing what I'm suggesting by compartmentalizing everything, you can actually build some really nice prisons. A nice prison is really useful for recruiting people. Just throwing that out there. It seems counterintuitive until you think about, like, you know, the nicer the rooms, like, the better the quality, the more likely they are to stay, you know, it makes sense. Anyway, I'm so mean. I'm just like, yeah, no medical supplies for you. You know, you really don't want them, actually, to be honest. Like, you really have gained absolutely nothing from trying to keep these people alive. Please tell me I got the right guy. I don't remember picking the wrong person for this part. I had totally forgotten about the lung. Ah, man. I think Johnston also had a bionic eye. No, oh, this guy has a bionic eye. Is that where I get the eye from? I think I harvest his eye. I'm a nice guy. I don't know if he lives. Maybe this guy dies. Because I don't feel like this is the one I try to get the lung out of. I'm just like, hey, that's 130% efficiency. That's nice. The Raj's expansion. Oh, you can see it right there. Something. Bionics and surgery. Ra's Bionics and surgery expansion. There we are. Hey, that's cool. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I mean, I know the name of the mod. I forgot, but I didn't remember it showing it in-game. That's actually really nice. That way you guys can know what I'm using if you see something cool. Because I know you care so much, guys. Right? Guys? Anyone? Oh, Harper goes mad. Yay. This muscle parasites. He can't sleep. Yeah. The final straw was hungry, though. Was I short on food at this point? I must have been, apparently. Dude, what is he doing? Punching the floor? He goes into the room, and I'm just like, lock the door. Yeah. Muffalo 6 given birth. Boom. April, May 14th. What was that, 7 days? Seriously? That's even worse. If it's actually 7 days, what the heck? I'd go back. You guys have to do it for me. I'm not going back during the recording. Nuh-uh. But seriously, man, if that was Muffalo 6, and it was April 17th, 7, this is 14th, April, May 14th. That would be 7 days. That is not just fast. That is like criminally, like insanely, ridiculously fast. Like, it's so fast, it is just ridiculous. Like, I should not be having that many animals that fast. Maybe it was last month, but I mean, even then, 1 month is too fast for an animal the size of a muffalo. And please understand that that is a baby born in this fort. I am very confident of that. Yes. So it was born this year, and it is already having kids. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. That makes sense. E.T. Am I trying to recruit E.T.? Or just experiment on him? I think I'm just trying to experiment. I think I just saw his bionic eye, and I'm like, ooh, a bionic eye. I want that. And I don't think you can actually take it out of dead bodies, ironically. Not sure why. Yes? I'm not sure how that has an impact on anything. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. There we go. I'm thinking, you know what? My food is stable. I can switch over to corn. Just pure corn. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work. That's what you guys need to know. Oh, we are wrapping it up. All right, guys. I'm going to be wrapping this up. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to go much further. See, he's all like dying and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. Zones. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, that's right. I built a hospital, duh. Because I'm thinking, you know, I should have somewhere clean for this. If I'm going to take his eye or his lung, I should put him in a clean room for it. Anyway, that's it. Have a good one, everyone.